Alright, I'm back. Hold on, let me open up my drink. Alright. I think... Let's see if I can do this without ruining everything horrible. Oh. Okay. I have a coin flip. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say heads, I pick Abedju. Tails, we pick Bedet. Let's go. Heads. Heads was Abedju. Alright. Alright, that's where we're going then. The challenges of the sea. 3 mastabas. Is it too late to change my mind? Is it too late to change my mind? Alright. Alright, let's go. Also notable, the music kind of gave up there. From me being AFK for a few minutes. Interesting. Yeah, the small ones go pretty quickly. You're right. You're right.
Abedju, the burial place of our forefathers,
Abedju
has grown over the years into a sprawling necropolis of sacred tombs. Now, most noble men and women wish to make this their eternal resting place. To honor them, the new pharaoh Kazakimwe of the second dynasty
Kazakimwe.
ordered the construction of 3 sacred mastaba tombs, one of greater size than the other 2, for the local nobility. Pharaoh has also ordered the creation of a powerful navy based at Bedet. Abedju, too, must support a modest fleet of combat ships if our shores are to remain totally secure. This will not be easy, as timber is scarce and our climate supports only a few sparse areas of forest. Cedar may be imported at great cost from Byblos in the land of Lebanon to the northeast. Fortunately, exports of our native papyrus will provide a means of offsetting this expense.
Yep. So we're going to want to jump on starting those mastabas as soon as possible, because otherwise we're just going to be fast forwarding them all at the end of the game, and that's not, nobody wants to see that. So let's hop in here. Building boats and ships. The shipwright builds warship and fishing boats. Each boat must be supported by its own wharf. Whenever there's a wharf in need of a vessel, the shipwright will begin the construction of one for it. Without a waiting wharf, the shipwright will not build any ships. Although a single shipwright can provide all the vessels that your city needs, multiple shipwrights will allow you to progress much more quickly. The shipwright doesn't need any material to create fishing boats, we just kind of manifest them out of thin air. But he will need a supply of wood and even weapons to construct military vessels, such as warships and transport ships. Docks won't require any ships, even maritime route, or every maritime route you open with the city will allow the safe passage of their own merchant ships. Excuse me. Make sure you have a storage yard close to the dock to allow trade to proceed as smoothly as possible. So we're going to get into sea trade. And we're going to get into naval warfare. And we're also going to get into crocodiles. You won't see any tears rolling down there, thick armored skin. Ha ha ha! Jokes. Okay. So we're probably just going to yeet our mastabas down into this area. That would be my guess. What can we build as far as food goes? Flax and fishing. Okay. Alright, so it's going to be a fishing map. Fair enough. Where's the fishing areas? There's one. They're all down here. Right where the crocodiles are. Oh, of course. Of course. Alright. These rocks are tactically placed to make this as obnoxious as possible. Yep. And we're going to start, I guess, like this. I hate this. I already hate this. All right. Okay, this is fine. We're just going to create a nice string of housing. And we're going to put a... I hate that. I hate that. I hate that they're there. We're gonna put a granary over here. This is not... This is going to be so scuffed. It's fine. We're fine. We're gonna put a firehouse, an architect's post, and a constable. And we're going to put a water supply. And we're going to put a bazaar. Right there. What's my game plan here? I think I had one at some point, but then I just completely forgot what it was going to be. We're going to lose so many people to the crocodiles. We're just going to have to accept that. All right, we're going to need a shipwright. You know, I was really hoping that... Oh, this is going to look so bad. I'm gonna be judged so harshly on this map. Let's go. I'm ready to be judged. There we go. Okay, so that's... I warned you. I warned you about this. I warned that this was going to be what happens. Alright. Let's build a few more docks. It's fine. I don't know, like... Fishing maps were always kind of weird because, like, you don't want to put your houses right next to your fishing wharfs, but you don't want to put them so far away. It's weird. It's fine. It's not bothering me. My constables don't fight crocodiles. That's information that I'm going to have to reconcile. I like the idea behind the fish industry. The problem is that, like, you have to balance your need for fish and your need for water. And the fact that people hate living next to the fishing industry, rightfully so, makes it hard to deal with. So... I could turn predators off, but I really feel like that's kind of against the spirit of the game. I don't know. I could be wrong. But also, like in the original game, the constables could kill crocodiles, so... I also kind of feel like that's against the spirit of the game. Yeah. In the spirit, you could fight them off. I don't know. We'll see what happens. For now, I'm content with this. I probably won't be when they start ruining my game. One good news we have is that we only have one god. This sounds a bit weird, but we only have one god to worship, so we don't really have to worry that much about that. Oh, before I forget, I need a physician. I mean, at least this kind of creates, like, a appropriate place to put double wide buildings. Kind of. Yeah, we'll put it there. We're going to need to put some serious beautification in over here, but we'll deal with that later. And by later, I mean now. There we go. That'll give me some upgrade chances there. And we can build a bandstand over here. Yeah, we can do that. I also don't necessarily know when the game's going to start throwing naval attacks at me. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, because this isn't a military mission. But it's something that's going to have to reside in my mind, that I am going to have to build naval ships, and I'm probably going to have to do it, make sure I have it done sooner rather than later. Okay. So that'll get us up to pottery. So we should probably... What can we trade? There's actually a lot of trade. So jewelry and gems we can buy, or we can sell. And we need to import wood. I may need to send them to help defend. Yeah, that's a fair point. I could go all in on fish. Barley, beer. I could make beer. Or linen. Let's see. Flax. Linen might be the way to go. I hate this map. I hate this map. I already hate this map. It's the crocodiles. It's 100% the crocodiles. It's fine. We're fine. Why? It's so big. I guess that's a fair point. I am the one who decided that I needed to build right on top of the crocodile's home, so maybe I'm the one who's at fault here. Maybe I'm the problem. Alright, we'll get those work camp down. We will build a storage yard? Yeah. And we're going to use this, let's see. 25% flax and 75% linen? I think that makes sense. Maybe not. And then we also need to build a dock. These people are going to hate this. Yeah. These people are going to hate this. But that's okay. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. There's crocodiles over there, too. So, really, like, the only place to build that wouldn't have crocodiles would be up here. Maybe that would have been better. But I'm kind of committed now, so... I've made my bed, I'm just going to have to sleep in it now. I kind of like this statue. Like, I don't know. there's something about these tall statues. This one's okay. This one's alright. But, like, these super tall statues just look gross to just plop around everywhere. Like, they have a place. They definitely have a place. Don't get me wrong. That place is not in a tiny village. That place is not behind the slummy shack down the street. It's next to a temple or something along those lines. We need more workers, huh? We need a lot more workers, actually. I mean, we have space for more workers. That should be okay. We will eventually need to build a bandstand. And we can deal with that when we have to deal with it. Also, this is way too much. This is it's too much. It's too much flax. I don't need that much flax. There, we have flax and we have barley. We're good to go. So we can expand our houses out this way, if need be. That's... This is just gonna be gross. Like, my industry and my housing, my residential area, is just going to be so intertwined here, it's going to be awful. I'm going to have such a desirability problem. Well, our dock is here, which is fine. That's not a bad place for it. So we want to get our... I could build my city the right way. I could. But this is fine. We're doing okay. That's not... Hey, game. Settle down. I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to make a point. There's so... Beer! Why? Why do you harm me so, Pharaoh? Alright. We're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna try that anyhow. We actually have a lot more room than I'm, like, giving myself. Because we can just, like, expand around this way. We don't have to expand this way. Alright, let's build a couple of weavers and a couple of breweries. Not a lot. We're not going to go whole hog on this yet. I don't think. We're just going to do a little bit. We're going to get a little bit of industry going. Just enough to start getting the gears turning. And we're also just going to kind of... I don't know. I'm going to throw a mastaba out here somewhere. I want them to be kind of close to town. I want them in the screenshot at the end of the mission. So I want to put him, like... If we build this down this way... I think this is fine. I think that's okay. Do we even need this? Whatever. I'm gonna leave it there. Not a big deal. Hey, we're gonna give this crocodile a beautiful little garden to live in. Yeah. There we go. This might be the most scuffed city I've ever built. And I don't mean just, like, in this game so far. I mean, like, in my entire Pharaoh life. The entire time that I have ever played this game, this might be the worst city I've ever built. What is with all these crocodile spawns around here? There's one here. There's one, like, in here. And there's one up here. No wonder I'm having so many problems with crocodiles. They're everywhere. Look, here. I'm going to build a statue of Croco Bird here. And hopefully I will please you. Beasts of the Nile. We need to start getting some of these plazas down. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. No. We have plenty of barley. We just have to get it processed. Here, let's build a couple more breweries to account for the crocodile murder. How does our unemployment look? It's at 6%. We're okay. We're doing okay. You could trap them with the statues? There's so many of them. Like, they're all over the place. Like, I'd have to completely redesign my city to do that. Because, like, there's a spawn here. And there's a spawn here. And there's a spawn here. So, like, I'd have to build around that. And there's probably more spawns that I just haven't found yet. Okay, so I've already cleared the land for that monument. So we could actually drop a second one. Let's see, how do I want to make this kind of aesthetically pleasing. I think just putting them right next to each other would look gross. I think I want to offset them a little bit. Now, the only problem is if we plop all of these blueprints down at the same time, they're going to be all slowly built at the same time, which will slow everything down, but in the long run, it's not going to matter. How big is the medium mastaba? It's that big. Yeah, so if we put this one, like, here. And then we could probably put the other one, like, up here. No, they won't be able to be seen there. Look, this is important. How your city looks at the end of the game is extremely important. We may even be able to put it over here. That might look okay. But either way, we'll deal with the last one when the time comes. Okay, how many more months do we have to... We're not going to be able to do it. It's going to be so close, but we're not going to be able to do it. That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Also, apparently we need to build a bazaar down here. Alright, so we have another year. We have another year, but it doesn't feel like winning. If your boss gives you, like, an extra month to finish a deadline, It doesn't count. It doesn't count as doing it on time. So why am I building the bazaar out here? Because I'm planning on putting more housing down here. That's the general idea, anyhow. I don't know if it'll work out, but that's what we're doing. Okay, so we can start exporting stuff. Let's see. You buy linen. We can start exporting linen. And we can start exporting beer. Oh, that's a land route, too. I probably should have had that open sooner. Not that we had any beer to export sooner, but it's fine. So we're going to export... What? 800? Well, we're going to stockpile until we get to the correct amount. But I think 800 is a good amount. And then we're going to export linen when we're over 400. I think that makes sense. I think that's fine. Can we actually make bricks? We can. Okay. We have to import straw. Wait. Oh. No, we have to import straw and clay. Oh, you cheeky game. Okay. Alright, I see what we're... Uh-oh. Fire in the city. Yeah... Yeah, that's something that I didn't really take into account. Probably should have. Because of the jankiness of this. I mean, no, I was asking for it. I only have one fireplace. That one's on me. I did that. It was me. I'm always a bit hesitant to send out resources for requests after they were due, because a lot of times, even if you send the resources, Pharaoh's gonna be like, I'm still mad you didn't get them to me on time. How dare you? And then you're just sitting there, the Pharaoh's still mad at you, and you don't have the resources that you had anyway. But whatever, sometimes it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, the Egyptian people are displeased at you. Well, I'm glad that I still sent you your resources. Thank you, game. Alright, we're going to plop a statue down here. I kind of hate all of this, but okay, that's fine. Okay. So we do need... Surely the game wouldn't force me to transport troops. It's kind of a rhetorical question, because I know the game absolutely would make me transport troops. It would definitely be in the spirit of the game to talk about how I need so much naval defense, and then be like, oh, by the way, could you transport a group of archers to this city to protect it? They would 100% do that. How are we looking? 6% unemployment. running into some financial issue. Oh, I was like, why is that guy just standing there? It's probably because he was being eaten by a crocodile, of course. Who would have thought otherwise? All right, we need to get industry going. We need to get a couple things going. We need to get our taxes going, and we need to get our, what are they called? A pottery going. Because we don't even have pottery yet. And that means that our houses can't upgrade. I hate putting the village palace down here, but I mean, I can't really think of a reason not to. I can, because taxes aren't really going to help us much here.
I don't know why we came. This city never trades, and the shore leave is boring.
I guess we're still working on building up our finished good resources. So it's going to take a little while for that. Okay. How do we want to do this? I'm trying to figure out how to do this, like, without having to build another storage yard, but without having to worry about, like, expansion issues later. Like, I want a lot of beer. I want a lot of linen. I may just have to bite the bullet and build another storage yard for pottery. Because I'm going to need a whole bunch of straw, which I'm not going to import any straw yet, but I'm going to later. And I'm going to do something like this, I think. What if I did quarters of everything? No, I'm going to need a whole thing dedicated to bricks. I think that's fine. Let's start importing clay. I don't think that's going to be incredibly expensive to import. We're going to start with 400. And we're going to build some potters. Now, eventually, we're going to want to go to 800 when we start building our brickworks. But for now, we're going to start with that. And now, as I look at the year, I remember the objectives saying that we need to defend. We need to have a modest fleet of combat ships. I'm sitting here thinking the Pharaoh's 5,000 gold loan is looking pretty good right now. Even though I say that I don't really want to rely on that money, it's tempting. It's tempting. Here, let's accept up to half on linen. And then we're going to accept up to a quarter on wood. We're not going to import a quarter of our stockpile in wood. But I do want to get a little bit of wood in. Just a little bit to build a couple warships. Just to say that we have them. That's 1,000 gold to open up that trade route. All right. Well, maybe we wait for a little bit. Yeah, we have the imports coming. That's good. We don't have a reason to stockpile linen. The only reason to stockpile linen is in case we get a kingdom, like, in case the Pharaoh wants it, which I guess is a good reason to stockpile linen. But maybe we just sell it all. Maybe we just go all in on selling all of our linen. I think usually beer is a more common commodity to import or for the Pharaoh to ask for than linen. Did we only get like... No, there's just no employees here. Okay. I was a little bit confused as to why we didn't have any people working here. I am still a little bit confused as to why we don't have any people working here, but I guess that's just the way it is. It's kind of an oddity of the recruiter system, is that sometimes you'll get situations where this place has workers and this place doesn't. Probably because these people just keep going that way, yeah. There we go. No access to religious facilities. There's one right here. There's it's right there. All right. This is where the pains of my poor city designing is coming back to bite me. There. You have a special temple all to yourselves, buddies. Yeah, it's true. But, yeah. I'd have to move that firehouse, which I guess I could do. I don't know why I'm so lazy. Just don't worry. Don't worry about it. It's a horrible idea to build that at the end of a road. Look, I'm losing it. I've been playing for 4.5 hours. It may not be my best work, but it is me. Alright, so we should have pottery out in the world now, right? No? No? Yes. We do, but it's not entertaining enough. Okay. We can do that. We can do entertainment. We can build a conservatory. We're short on employees? We're not really short on employees. The game lies. Don't listen to the lies of the game. We're fine. We're doing fine. Okay, we're starting to make a little bit of money from selling papyrus. We're going to start making a little bit of money from selling beer. Well, no, these need beer. No, they need core houses. They already have beer. They should have beer. Do you have beer? You have beer. Do you have beer? You have beer. Okay. All right. Everybody has beer except for me. I just have a Pepsi. Because I don't drink. But it's okay. So a core house is easy to deal with. We could just plop one like right... I hate the city design. Why did I do this to myself? Okay. What if we... I hate these crocodiles. I hate these crocodiles. They're so bad. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Okay. I can move it there. Alright, we're going to put... We're gonna put it there. We're gonna put a road here so that I don't lose it trying to put one in tomorrow. We're gonna put military ships over here. That's what my plan is. That's why I'm trying to keep this open. Is we're gonna put like a warship wharf here, and maybe a transport wharf. No, I don't think we can fit both. We're gonna at least put a warship wharf here. Maybe a fishing boat. Who knows? Okay. Yeah! People are happy. I provided them beer. Hooray. Why don't I have a flood coming? Osiris, please. Would you kindly provide me with a flood? That would be great. Where can I even put a festival square? Where... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm losing it. That's great. Poison the water supply. All right, let's just kind of do this. This is fine. This is fine. It's okay. I don't have the money for that. Now I have the money for that. Okay. It's not usually worth it, in my opinion, to do the Grand Festival, because you need beer to do it, and you're just better off selling the beer, but it's fine. We need some kind of flood. Oh, we're not going to get it. You know what? It's fine. There's other reasons to keep Osiris happy. Bricks. Bricks. You know what? You make a fair point. Yeah, I do need someplace to store bricks. You are correct, game. We're just gonna kind of park that there. Just gonna keep moving the goalpost down. There we go. Yeah. Wait. Oh, it doesn't have... It doesn't... There's not people there yet. You can build more farms, but another way to counter the poor flood is to build even more work camps. They'll send more workers to the fields, increasing harvest a little. Yes, but... Yeah, you're right. You're right. I was really hoping to not get... Oh, I'm sure, like, as we get into this game more, and we get situations where we need crazy amounts of people, and we don't, like, have enough jobs, I'm going to be putting... Malaria? Game, please. You've hurt me enough. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm going to use a lot of work camps to pharmacy. Apothecary. Yeah, apothecary. But yeah, I'm gonna be using work camps a lot to like regulate unemployment later on. I'm sure of it because I used to do that all the time when I played like the older game. Like work camps provide a lot of employment, and it's easy to like add a few if you need employees, and remove a few if you don't need employees, or the other way around, maybe. Either way. What is your problem? You don't have access to a physician. Wasn't there one, like, right... No. No, there wasn't. Hold on. Wasn't there... Didn't I build one over here? I must not have. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna, just gonna. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Osiris. You're such a bro. Okay, well, we have a physician there now, so hopefully it won't be as much of a problem. I lost my bricks, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, I lost my bricks because my storage yard didn't have enough employees yet. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't need those 2,300 bricks anyway. I hate this. Just don't go there unless there's a party. Okay, well, we have a lot of money because the Pharaoh gave us $5,000. So while I don't feel super comfortable with doing it because, well, we're losing money yearly, I think. Let's go ahead and open up the wood trade. And you buy beer and linen and papyrus, actually. Yeah, we can do that. It may not be useful for the short term, but it'll be useful for the long term. And there goes like half of our money, but it's fine. Alright, let's import 400 wood. So, because I don't know exactly what this mission is going to demand of me, I'm gonna build a warship. I might even build a second warship. I'm gonna build a transport and, like, a unit of archers. Maybe. Is that excessive? It probably is. What? It's a game. Please. Settle down. Whatever. You deserve this. Yeah, so for anybody, like, wondering, like, this is why you would want to build, like, a statue to prevent a building from upgrading. To stop it from being weird like that. Okay. So we have plenty of clay. That's good. Could probably throw a few more houses down. Yeah, we could probably throw a few more houses down. Probably also want to start setting up like some kind of housing up here too. We can put houses up here and then have this central area just be like the industry area. I think that makes sense. That might be the most sensible thing I've said this entire map. Like, we could just kind of bring this down here. Like this. We're going to want to put a roadblock here for the moment. Because we're going to want to use the shoreline. We're going to want warships and transports. At least one or two. And on top of that, we want to have them access to the industry that we already have set up. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then we can also put a wharf there. Yeah. So we're broke again. What's going on with our beer? Why aren't we... I'm an idiot. Oh, no. I'm so dumb. I forgot to stop stockpiling that. Okay. Meanwhile, we just hear the grunts and groans of people dying to crocodiles. That's just kind of the way it is at Abedju. Nothing is more powerful than a rogue crocodile.
If and when our foes come, we'll be ready for them.
Yeah. Unemployment? That's okay. The problem right now is that I can't really afford to build anything to deal with unemployment other than work camps. Which we could try, like, we could get into that chaos, but I don't really want to get into that. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to, like, be a little bit organic with my city building here. Because otherwise, everything would be square blocks. And it would be all bland and drab and uninteresting. Because square blocks are the superior way to play this game. Like, if you're just looking to, like, make the most efficient city you want, you just do square blocks, yeah. I've done square blocks for years, and it has almost never gone poorly. But I don't know, I like, as much as I hate this city with a burning passion right now, I like the way that it's, like, turning out. It's turning out kind of organic. The long road is even more superior. You don't have to make it a square. Yeah. It's alright. Here, let's go ahead and put a couple of shrines. Couple shrines. As you do. Oh. Right. Okay. Okay, we sold a bunch of beer. We're good. So, can I export pottery? I can import pottery. Is there anywhere I can export pottery to? I don't think there is. I think I would have seen it. Yeah. No, that would be too easy to export pottery. Yeah, that's why I'm not really worrying too much about the brick right now. Because I can't afford to import the brick right now. I have to make sure that my economy can handle it before I start doing that. So I think the next task is going to be to subsidize my imports with taxes. Because I'm sure the people will love that. Everybody loves taxes. I mean, it's not going to be much. These aren't exactly, like, super high-tier buildings. But, it's alright. Industries are idling for 3/4 of the year. Ooh. Oh, settle down. Alright, so I need to remember to stop stockpiling beer. Yeah, I probably do need to build more. Taxes are useless until you reach the mansions. Yeah, but it's like I said earlier, if I have to pay taxes, they have to pay taxes. That's the way it be. Let's see, can I get a ferry landing over... Gross. I mean, I could get a ferry landing over to here. But would I want to? Can you do papyrus? I can, yeah. I guess there's a little bit of reeds down here. Yeah, there's some reeds down here. Doesn't mean I'll have to figure out where I want to put these things, though. Where's my dock? My dock is here. All right. Here's what my plan is. That's a fair point. I should double check to make sure I can sell it before I actually commit to this. I probably can. I find it hard to believe that they wouldn't let me sell papyrus. They sell papyrus. Yeah, Tinema. Yeah, that place. That place sells papyrus. Okay, so we can do that. Now, this really isn't a lot of reeds to work with down here. But it should be enough for now. And I guess worst case scenario, I can just boat over here and get these reeds. Although, I'm a little bit scared of boats because I've heard horror stories about the ferry in this game. Let's see. For now, I'm only going to do 1 reed gatherer and 2 papyrus makers. That will probably increase at some point in the near future. All right. I need to get more farming area, which means I'm probably going to have to ferry over. But I think right now think right now we just kind of work with what we got. All right, let's speed up time. I'm so scared to speed up time. Like, we're in such a precarious position that I feel like speeding up time would be a bad thing. I just immediately go into debt. So I could stop importing clay, but I don't really see a reason to stop importing clay. Because clay isn't very expensive. Other than clay, I'm not really importing anything. Even like wood. Yeah, I imported a lot of wood at first, but I'm not importing any now, so that doesn't matter. I could export fish. I could export fish. I never like exporting food, but we have so much fish. Yeah, we actually... I might have gone a little bit overboard on the fish now that I look at it. Because on top of all of this fish production here, we're also going to probably have a bunch of fish production along this shoreline. It's pretty amusing. It's pretty amusing. And then we can just go in here and we can just, like, export... I don't know. Went over... Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. I don't want any more stinky fish. Just get rid of it. It's fine. Out of pottery. There's plenty of pottery game. You're fine. It's okay. Alright, we have papyrus coming in. That's good. We could upgrade our housing, but we're already a little bit high on unemployment, so I don't really want to do that. Alright, I'm feeling a little bit better. Let's take a look at our finances, because I haven't actually taken a good look at them. Let's see, imports... That shouldn't be very high this year. Exports 2,500. Yeah, I think the big problem last year was what we imported. We imported clay and we imported lumber. That should definitely go down for this year. All right. It's just when exporting fish, I have to keep an eye on my granary to make sure that it has enough fish, and I can stop stockpiling beer now too. Okay. So I want to get out of debt, because the longer we're in debt, the angrier people will get. So far, it's not bad, but yeah, yep. It'll get worse the longer you're in debt. So dealing with the debt is very important. Okay. So we do have enough reeds. We could probably build No, why? Why do the workers get a raise? Alright. Okay. Yeah. 35? Fine. Take your stinky raise. Alright. I am exporting... No, I'm not exporting papyrus. I need to export papyrus. When it's over 200. And yeah, we have enough reeds. We can build at least another... industry? Another papyrus maker? Yeah. Do we go nuts on fish? I feel like that's... Does anybody else buy fish, or is it just the one place? I mean, 2,500 fish is a lot of fish. It's not really that much fish. Yeah, no, I think this is fine. I think just collecting the surplus fish and selling it is fine. So this is okay. We're definitely going to start making a profit eventually. We just need the scales to kind of tip in our favor a little bit. Okay. Let's see here. So last year our imports were 500. That's significantly better. Imports were 1,400. Wages will go up this year because obviously we're paying them more. We're paying them quite a lot more, actually. I mean, we can subsidize. We can look. They're paying their taxes. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everybody's got to pay their taxes. I just can't. I can't afford a personal village palace right now. No, I need to get out of debt. I need to just kind of hold. Once the papyrus starts selling, I think we'll be fine. Is that what you're doing? Yeah, you're gonna buy beer and papyrus, yeah? Unless the alligators get you. What was that? Oh, yeah, I know I'm in debt. It's fine. We're okay. See, look, we're no longer in debt. We're fine. Nothing bad happened. Alright, now these people are paying their darn taxes. Why? Why? It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Okay. So now we can start working a little bit on... No, we're out of money. Never mind. See, this is why I'm playing on normal and not harder difficulties, because I am secretly bad at this game. Spoiler warning. No, I think I just, like, I screwed up the start, secretly. Oh no, I guess it's not very secret. It's online for everybody to see. But I think I should have started up here. I got too enamored with the idea of just like having easy access to the fish here, which I guess is helping me a little bit, but not as much as just not having a whole bunch of crocodiles on my face. Or having a city that's sensibly designed. Or fixing my unemployment problem. But that'll resolve itself eventually. Okay. So we're looking pretty good now. We have 1,100 gold. We have 1,400 gold. I think we need a little bit more money before we start developing this upper area, though. Just a little bit. Hey, we have a perfect flood coming. That's good. We needed that. I think this is probably going to be the... I mean, this is going to be the longest... the longest city by far. Because we haven't even started building our monuments yet. But I think this is probably going to be the last city we do today. I'm getting a little bit frazzled. And also I've been streaming for 5 hours. Yeah, that's the game plan. I have the bricklayers. I'm gonna try to get some of these bricks set. I don't feel comfortable yet to import all the stuff that I need to start building my own bricks yet. But if I recall correctly, this level is pretty generous with the gifts of bricks, which we've already had 2 opportunities to get free bricks. I've only been able to take advantage of 1 of them. But yeah, we're getting there. We have some money coming in. We can probably start to expand a little bit. How do I want to do this? I hate the shoreline. The gods used to help a little bit. They got rid of the monument speed up blessing, which is probably a legitimate argument that that's not ideal. But I get it, I guess. So I want... How do I want to do this? Let's do that. Wait, did they not get rid of the pyramid blessing? I was under the impression that they did. Huh. Alright, well, let's collect beer again. Alright, let's not go nuts. Let's remember that we're still in a somewhat precarious state. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah. Yeah, no. Pyramid Blessing is very good. But I don't think the new era has the Pyramid Blessing, which is not great. No, it's fine. I think we're on the same page. It's just... I worded it weirdly. It's my fault. I did it. Alright, so I could put a recruit... I haven't had any requests for armies yet. I'm a little bit loath to put down the recruiter if I'm not going to use it. But I guess I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Yeah, let's drop a recruiter. And we'll build a transport wharf. I don't want spoilers for the map. The maps aren't random. They have fixed events that occur at certain times. I don't remember what any of the events are, but I'm sure others do. And obviously, if I was more weathered with this map and knew what was coming, I wouldn't be building some of these things, probably. But we're going to play it safe. We're just going to have all the important structures. And I'm also going to leave a gap here just in case I want a ferry landing. Yeah, I'm going to leave that gap there. It's a 2 wide gap. And I'm going to put some more fishing wharfs down. This is mostly just to guarantee that we have enough food for everybody. Also, do you see how much nicer it is to build stuff up here compared to down here in Crocodile Hell? It's so nice to build things without having to worry about crocodiles. So good. So encouraging, so relaxing, so zen. Very city, much wow. And we're also going to build a temple to Osiris right there. Yeah. Alright, so we have 2 transports. We have 1 warship. And we'll probably build a couple of forts. Because 2 transports without troops is kind of useless. And then our next task is to actually get enough raw resources production. Words are hard. Our next task is to get enough raw resource production to make sure that our industries are working throughout the entire year. So that means we're going to have to ferry over it. We're going to have to start using this wetland. That's the game plan. Also, we've used our bricks. That's good. Oh, good. I'm glad Nuba is willing to trade even more game meat. My life is fulfilled. We can import more game meat. How exciting. Okay. Okay, we do have a water supply there. It just hadn't gone down yet. Okay. Also, I'm liking the music. Like, I don't think it's the same music from Pharaoh, but it's definitely, like, the same theme. They didn't change it too much that it doesn't sound like it couldn't go in the original game. It's the same, but not... Okay. Alright, fair enough. You know better than I do, Toasty. I only know bits and pieces. Fractures of knowledge. Fractions of knowledge. I didn't really keep up with much of the development. I just kind of rolled with it, and then I saw it came out, and then I didn't play it for 2 years. All right, so we should still be getting plenty of fish. These guys are still doing okay. We could build a scribal school. Somewhere. All right. may have to sacrifice our bird friend here. Let's go. No. No. No, please. Please. Whatever, they'll figure it out, I'm sure. I don't have a bazaar over here yet, do I? No. Oops. That's fine. It's easy fix. It's an easy fix. Yeah, it's not super unusual to have that kind of frantic grab at getting your industry set up before you go bankrupt. It's not for me. I have a tendency of expanding super quickly and then suddenly not having enough money to do what I want, which is part of the reason why I challenged myself to try not to rely on Pharaoh's money as much as possible, because I do feel like it's a little bit gamey to like go in with a certain amount of money and then like Pharaoh be like, no, here's a free 5,000 gold. In the original on the hardest setting, you have no choice. Yeah. I was never good enough to play on the hardest difficulty. I probably could, now that I'm older and more wise, but you do need to get your economy going before truly expanding the city, yeah. Yeah, like, I could probably do it now that I'm a lot more aware of, like, how everything in the game works, but as a kid, I definitely couldn't. Oh, no. No, as a kid, I definitely wouldn't have been able to. Okay. So have we had a year yet? No, not quite. I mean, yeah, we did. Yeah, it's been a new year. So we did get 1,800 gold in taxes last year. I mean, it wasn't an incredible amount. You learned it the hard way. You used to play on the easiest difficulty and always build a big city before caring for the economy. Then I tried on hardest and failed miserably. Yeah. Yeah, I think I could be wrong. But if I recall correctly, the original Pharaoh defaulted to the easiest difficulty. I might be mistaken on that, but I seem to recall that being a thing. Or maybe it was something where, yes? Okay. Because I remember playing on the easiest difficulty a lot, and then I saw that it was easy, and I'm like, let's put that up to normal. And then there was definitely a significant difficulty increase. But I'm sure going from easiest to hardest would be crazy. But definitely a great way to learn the game, for sure. Okay, well, they're going to have a hard time getting food here, but I think that's only a temporary issue. It's just going to take some time for her to trooper the food back. Because, yeah, for some reason, the fishing wharf can't just deliver straight to the bazaar. It has to go to the granary. There's this guy in here taking notes. He has to log just exactly how much fish the city is bringing in before it goes to market. That's how that works. That's canon. 100% canon. It's nice, though, because the gameplay really is different between easy and normal. Then again, with hard and hardest, you can replay the whole game 3 times and have 3 completely different gameplay. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. And definitely playing on normal. I definitely did normal on Pharaoh eventually. I know initially I started playing on the easiest because that was what it defaulted to, but after I realized that, I did crank it up to normal, and then I got completely destroyed, I'm sure. That was a long time ago, though. A very long time. Alright, well, we need a courthouse up here. That's an easy fix. All right, now we're doing pretty good with money. We may be able to think about hop, skipping, and jumping over the mountain here. And by mountain, I mean river. I don't know why I said mountain. I only play on the hardest difficulty because I prefer the micromanage that needs to be done for. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I was at a massive risk of losing earlier, but there was definitely a legitimate fear that I could spiral. You have 5,000 gold to play with when you go into debt, and, you know, it's a little scary. A little bit scary. But it's not really... I mean, I could have gone more aggressive with it. I just didn't want to spend a long time in debt because climbing out of the kingdom rating hole can be a pain. Alright, so essentially we just want a presence over on this side of the river to man the ferry. Everything else can just be farming at the moment. I'll probably change that at some point. I will probably want housing over here. But for the moment, this is what we're doing. And there's absolutely no way this is going to be... this is not going to be an efficient use of the space at all. We're just plopping things in here willy-nilly. Oh, it was in the middle of a flood. Oh no, now it looks awful. Now it's horrible. All right, well, at least we have more space to work with. Yeah, and when your kingdom rating fell, you also could do the big wars with Pharaoh. So like if you were in debt for too long, that was a thing that could happen. I don't know. I mean, it's probably still a thing in this game. I don't know, but probably not quite in that way. But yeah, there wasn't really much of a auto loss in the original Pharaoh, other than just like getting your city destroyed. Which is why I brought up Angry Pharaoh, because Angry Pharaoh tended to be the way your city got destroyed when you started spiraling. Either Angry Pharaoh or the enemy factions. It's a nice little detail you don't like with the remake. You can't build on the flooded plains anymore. So I'm going to say that I didn't think you could build on the flooded plains in the original, but I'm only saying that because I don't think I've ever tried it. So I'm going to defer to you on that one, Chief, because you've probably definitely played this game a lot more than I have. I hate this spot. This is actually the worst spot. Okay. Alright, I'm probably going to need more work camps, actually, now that I think about it. And not just because my unemployment is at 17%. Okay. Oh, hey, that's actually a good one. Tinma is willing to trade even more beer. Where am I going to put more work camps? Don't worry. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about the work camps. I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't think you could build on the floodplains, but at the same time, like I said, I don't think I ever tried. So you're probably in the right, and I'm just not remembering properly. Or I never tried it, like I said. So it's all good. It's all right. No access to a local dentist. Do we really need... We don't need a dentist. There we go. Now you have access to dentists. And our unemployment is fixed. Hooray. Alright, we should probably have... The time to have these mixed storage yards is probably over. With all the resources we're bringing in, we should probably just have a barley and flax storage yard. Crocodiles. Crocodiles, please. Why? Why do you do this to me? Why must you torture me so? Okay. You know what? I have good news. We have trapped some crocodiles. If ever a crocodile spawns in this little box, they will not be able to get out. Except they probably will. Okay. Flax. Yeah, flax. Flax this. And barley. Flax? Yeah, barley. Yeah, okay. Alright, flax and barley. Yeah, you're right. But I was kind of struggling earlier, and I just kind of went with it. Yeah, usually I just have, if not, like, one storage yard per resource, then I'll have one storage yard per industry. So I'll have, like, one storage yard with flax and linen. One storage yard with barley and beer. One storage yard with clay and pottery. I don't usually mix it, but I don't know. I was in a place when I started building this city, and and it just kind of happened. So I was going to maybe put my other mastaba on this side of the river. These crocodiles are scaring me, though. I don't want my mastaba to get defiled by a crocodile. That would be unfortunate. Here, let's see how many of our resources we lose here from crocodiles. There goes some flax. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of interesting. This is a change from the original game. In the original game, there was just 2 fairies, except for immigrants, or emigrants, I guess. And they would go back and forth. And in this one, it looks like you can just go through the water like everybody was like an immigrant, basically. I explained that very poorly. But basically, like, the way you saw, like, all of the carts going across the river there, in the original game, that's the way immigrants would just do things. In this one, now all of them can, instead of just having 2 ferries that go back and forth for industry. The old one makes more sense. Yes, I agree that it makes more sense. But I don't know if I like it better than this, though. Yeah, no, I agree. I do agree. But I also feel like it was really janky, too. I don't know, this way seems a little bit smoother. I'm going to have to, like, sit on the fence on that one. I don't think it's, like, a bad change, but I also, like, am with Toasty on this one, where it's, like, it makes sense for it to be the way that it was. I'm gonna sit that debate out. That's not for me. No, I agree. I like a bit of logic in my games. But it depends on the game, and it depends on whether it impacts gameplay and how it impacts gameplay. Disease. Oh, well, yeah, I guess that does make sense. I don't have a physician over here. Oh, good. There's more crocodiles right there. Whatever. It's fine. Okay, so I have plenty of flax, plenty of barley. My industries are going to go year-round now. I love it. We have so much money. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So hear me out. I think it's time we start actually building bricks. I know, it's shocking me too. But I think it's time. Let's go ahead and grab a storage yard. And we need straw. And we need clay. And we need bricks. This is just gonna top off the bricks there. All the rest are going to go here. Yeah. That makes sense. Now, I think we're going to pump clay up to like 1,200. And we also need to open a trade route to import straw. There it is. Easy peasy. And we're going to do 800 straw. It's way more intuitive. The old UI for granaries and stockyards. I don't know. I think this is pretty straightforward. I might be mistaken. That might be an L on my part, but I think this is fine. Let's see. Brickworks. There's definitely a most efficient amount of brickworks that I need. I'm not gonna be the one to figure it out. I'm not gonna be the one to figure it out. That's fair. There's nothing wrong with preferring the way that the older game was. Oops, I should have just sent that. Just, like, from what I'm seeing right now, like, there's definitely some things that I prefer from the old version of the game. Like, the ability to kill crocodiles. Not that I'm mad or anything, just saying. But there's also a lot of things I like about this game. Like, I feel like the game runs a little bit smoother. I feel like, I don't know. I enjoy the graphics. I think, I mentioned a lot of people who criticize the game says that the graphics look a little bit cartoony. I agree with that to a certain extent. But when you zoom out, like, unless you're, like, right on top of them like this, you don't really notice it that much. Like, it's fine. They do look like they look like the pixelated versions. Just like higher definition. Everything else seems fine, at least at the moment. The combat being changed, I don't know. That's another one I understand people preferring the old version better, but I don't think it's bad the way they do it in this. Yeah, so far it seems fine. Like, I think a lot of the complaints just boil down to it's not identical to the original. And I don't necessarily think that's a fair judgment. Because there were some problems with the original. The original was not perfect. And this game is not perfect. That's just the way that it goes. Some things are going to roll on one side, and some things are going to roll on the other. And that's just kind of the way it's going to be. Yeah, we're going to try to, like, run this by eyesight alone. If it seems like we're getting a lot of extra straw and clay, we're going to build more brickworks. Otherwise, we're just going to leave it go. It is almost identical. I agree. I actually 100% agree. Like, there's some aesthetic choices, obviously, but... And I'm not, like, deep into the game yet. I haven't even built my first pyramid. But, like, overall, it is almost identical to the original game. I'm actually extremely impressed, because a lot of times you see games like this, and they'll do remakes, and the remakes will just feel nothing like the original. But no, other than some jankiness, other than some, like, annoying little things here and there, along with some quality of life improvements, this all seems fine. Yes, please, more bricks. I think all of my bricks are going to be gifts. It also looks like I need to start begging Osiris for better floods again. We'll go ahead and we'll throw a lavish festival. I'm too cheap for the grand festival. It is very nice that we only have one deity on this level, though, because if we had more than one, I would probably die. Okay, what's your problem? You don't have access to a core house? There's one right here. He's just not going that way. I can fix this. That should solve the problem. There we go. Alright, we are getting a lot of straw. Now, it's notable, you only use 50 units of straw when you make bricks, so it makes sense that we have way too much straw. But we can probably build a couple more brickworks. The biggest gripe is with the new combat system, because in the harder military missions, you lose much more because you can't use the police stations and hunters to help support your troops. And you can't micromanage where they go, so you could still win even if you were outnumbered. Yeah, I understand. I understand the frustration with the combat system. But, Pharaoh... Like, it was never their strong suit. It was never the game's strong suit. I don't necessarily blame them for taking a more linear approach. Like, if there was one major game mechanic that they were going to cut, it was going to be the military stuff. And I think this is better than cutting it entirely, by far. I think a lot more people would be angry if they just deleted the military. But I also feel like there's a way to make it work where everybody was happy. They could have just added it in as an option to have the old system. I don't know. It's an odd one for me. I definitely get that being the biggest frustration, though. 100%. I think we're going to have Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to take it this way. That didn't screw you up, did it? No, it didn't. Because I do not want my precious bricks going through crocodile country. That seems like a bad idea. Also, where are the bricklayers? Okay, well, maybe... maybe they could have fixed this problem. I like to see my bricklayers on top of the pyramid, not buried underneath them. I'm sure it's fine. Look at this guy. He's doing a good job. Yeah, to me, I wonder if that's the issue, is that, like, because they didn't program an actual combat mechanic onto the campaign... No, but because then... I don't know what would be stopping them from just putting the combat mechanic into the main map, I guess, is the weird thing. I don't know. It's just kind of a weird thing to have, like, a separate combat mechanic when you could have just put the combat mechanic into the game. What is my unemployment? 3%? Oh no! Oh, there's too few jobs for everyone. 3% unemployment. The old UI? How do I feel about the new UI? I guess that's the thing, right? Like, I agree that the old UI was probably better. But this UI is fine. And I feel like that may be where a lot of the complaints of the game are coming from. Like people prefer the older version for a lot of things. And they just like the new version a little less. Like, I'll be completely honest with you, the zoom function alone makes it so nice to play this version of the game. Yeah, everything is fine. But it could have been amazing. And that's the problem. Like, if they can do this, if they can make it fine, why not just take the extra step to make it, like, more like the original? Like, why not add combat into the main map? Why not have a toggle to switch between the old and new UI? I'm sure it probably wouldn't take too much to clean up the old UI and make it look better. Why do I need to have this cartoony, confused guy as my portrait? Is that necessary? Am I going to get an in-game avatar at some point? Probably not. Anyway, this has turned into a lot of me, like, rambling on about the game. I can probably just speed up the game at this point. And knock out some of these temples. Or temples. These, tombs. Yes, please. Thank you. No religious facilities, really? I mean, I could probably build a temple down here. Seems a bit silly, but we'll accept it for now. This mastaba is half finished. This one's only 37%. Yeah, it's just gonna take some time to get the bricks to finish this pyramid now. It's not a pyramid. It's not a pyramid. It's a mastaba. They're different. At this point, I'm just making sure my city doesn't collapse. And also, I need... How many more people do I need? Oh, I still need 500 more people. I mean... That's not going to be that hard to do. Let's build a scribe school up here. Yeah, one little block should do it. It's not going to take me long to get 500 pops. And I could also probably... I could probably import a second type of food. It probably wouldn't be too difficult. I could get that game meat that... Yeah! Yeah, I could get the game meat that was offered to me earlier. Where is it? Game meat's pretty cheap. Actually, it's not. It's like the most expensive food. Alright, well, maybe we're just gonna do the chickpeas then. We're gonna import to 3,200. There we go. How does our unemployment look? 4% is fine. No biggie. No biggie. Oh yeah, I was going to build. I forgot I was going to build some archery units. Yeah. Well, good news. I can do that. And I have one warship. I should probably build a second warship. I don't actually know. I don't actually know if warships matter in combat, but they probably do, let's be honest. There's probably special warship encounters, just like army encounters. Or some towers. I'm not cool enough to have towers yet, unfortunately. There we go, that should be fine. We'll also build an architect's post and a firehouse down here. Just because it's kind of away from everything. Sometimes people take jank pathing. There we go. Yeah, I completely forgot to build the forts, but it should be fine. We have 2 forts, 2 transports, 2 warships. We're fine. This is fine. It's gonna be real awkward if it's not fine. But it's probably fine. It's an early game still. Yeah, give me that beer. Also, it's taken me like 2 hours. 2 hours to do this map? Maybe not quite 2 hours. But we had a really jank start, so I can't complain too much, I guess. It's mostly on me. Okay. I don't... Yeah, I can't build a second recruiter. I play at Lowe's. Yeah, I mentioned it early in the stream. You weren't there for that one, so it's fine. It's fine. I don't know. I like playing city builders at slower speeds. That's just kind of the way that I do it. I just kind of like to sit back and enjoy the view of my city slowly growing. But I understand why people... I don't know. I don't know. That's just the way that I like to play city builders. I do it with Banished too. When I play Banished, And some other games like RimWorld and Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, but then I forget to put something down and half of my population died to the plague. Banished is way too... Banished was way too slow. You know what? I understand you saying that. It's alright. It's fine. Yeah, even at faster speeds, Banished was a fairly slow game. Alright, well, our one pyramid is... Our one mastaba is almost finished. Apparently I've... Oh, yeah! Yeah, I think I did play this game when it first came out. Spoiler warning, I just completely forgot about it. That's what I get for not checking my playtime. Oh well, it's fine. Oh hey, there are naval battles. So we have 3 boats? Look, it's been a long couple of... Land and sea? Wow, that's really neat. Interesting. Yeah, I've had a long couple of years, so I guess I did play this at some point. I don't remember playing it, though. Huh. What warning for what game? Warning. Oh, thieves just robbed the courthouse. Okay. The game just like warning and not telling me what the warning was. All right. Let's slow down to a normal speed for a minute. Let's see what the problem is. That's a crime problem, obviously. I don't really see where there's a crime problem, though. Is this... I'm starting to think that this overlay is busted. Because everywhere is green, everybody seems happy, and then we have these random blobs of... This whole area is a tinderbox of unrest. Crime is endemic, and anything might happen. I'm starting to think that this overlay is broken. That's exciting. Alright, we're going to put down a police station there. We're going to put down a police station here. We're going to put down a police station here. We're also going to start working on the last little section of housing we need to get the 500 pops that we need. Because now that we're importing bricks, it's not going to take us super duper long to get the remaining bricks that we need. Okay, so we're probably just going to do it over here. It seems like the most logical course of action. We're just going to do something like that. I'd be thrilled to have more games before Hollow Knight and Dyson Sphere program. I'm going to be completely honest with you, Tetrahedron. Voices of the Void Season 2 is probably going to happen before either of those games. I've been itching to get my fingers back into that game for a while. And I know they're working on a new update. If not the next update, then the update after that is probably going to be Season 2 of Voices of the Void. Probably around the summertime, if I had to guess based on their update schedule. And then that game's probably going to take me 2 months. Thanks for the follow, Toasty Tana. I'm glad I'm glad I didn't hurt you too badly with my poor city design for this city. Okay, so here. We have to be looking into where you go. That's fine. Enough. I think we can probably safely. We can probably safely get maybe. Yeah, first thing items. Yeah. So these are going to go on YouTube. I'm probably going to some pieces. Each city will probably use its own video. And that makes sense actually. Great level where it is. And it's 5 hours. We're all one day over. And that makes sense to do the same as well. I know it, so stuff is going to go abroad. Whatever it is. Sorry, okay, every city is done running all data. Okay. Yeah, this is the biggest fear. This ring is the biggest fear for the longest. Because it takes a long time to build these and depending on what happens, it may take even longer. So what's going on here? No payments. We should go outside of it. It's okay. The economy is going down. As it is. So we usually use stop workers. There we go. I can make stop workers enough of these ones. Yeah, I love that. That's just what one. Like, that's what we can do. But still, though. I'm not really in it for anything but doing game, so I see a lot of things. Isn't it crazy winter here? Lots of cold weather and ice. I had to drive home through the ice the other couple weeks back, and it was awful. Wait, are they done? Hold on. I didn't think this one was done yet. Oh, they're all done. Okay. Alright. We can stop importing bricks. In fact, we can start exporting them now. Oh, it's going to take forever to click this back. That's fine. We don't need bricks for anything, so we can just export all of them. We need beer? Oh no! I forgot to do it again! Oh, I was stockpiling beer again. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. I feel like I've done that like 8 times in this city alone. I probably didn't have to do that because we've actually been doing pretty good with a beer. I probably didn't have to stockpile it anymore, but it's fine. It is okay. Brain blast. Yeah, more like a brain fart. Alright, so they're gonna grab the beer. These guys are actually fine with beer. I assume it's because these guys just had so much beer stockpiled. Now that they are running out, so it's all good. Okay. So we just need enough population for 200 more people. We should be able to get that. Less than 200 people, actually. Here they come. Here's all the people I need. And then there's this one house at the end that can't even get food. Nice. You know what? They don't need to eat. It's okay. How does everything else look? Oh no. More jugglers. More prosperity, which we just need our exports to be more than our imports, which is doable. It's definitely doable. We do need to work on culture, though. Should be pretty straightforward, though. Just build some more pavilions. Some dentists. Give them a dentist. We'll give these guys a dentist down here. We'll give them an apothecary as well. And we'll put an apothecary down here, too. That should solve our culture problem. Maybe. Everyone, how many people are you You go to the okay? You go to look nice. Just trying to boost that culture up. Let's see. Alright, very good. They're ready to go. Stand and how do you go full melt and just dissolve beer into slag? I got you. And that great high value beer. super nice. Wait. See, how much did you go next year? Let's see. I send 0 right now. They are. I'm never next year. I'm sure they'll get it. But yeah. 50 days next year. 100,000 every year. Well, I think the Vader colors help my easy one. While Kalaz is next year. There's no British. Really angels. Very much. 2 libraries. Not this. This is not much right? Culture. Right, show me the next array. Wow, so that's 70 classes. Good, next array, guy. And short one. Angel kind of diagnose. The mystery. Alright, reading leaf. I'm very angel library. Angel library. Here's going to be Alright. I'll just read actually. You need a courthouse. Sure, it's stuff right out here. Some people areas right now. How do I like that? Is this Friday school? Go look. He's bad. Go down now. Come on here. See cool. Yeah, there's a lot of things for an environment. It's not bad. They take Pharaoh, like, so, that's an answer. None of the names are really going to be. I need to test yours. Can't use that. No, I'm just saying here. I think our operations is time up. And it's here. Already knows sales now. It's not If you can't look at you're not pushing hard enough. Sports. More than Alright, let's see what happens when the day ticks over. Or when the year ticks over. Still 15? Not enough houses have access to a physician? Game, please. I need this. Stop. I need to go eat. I need to go away. I need to go home. Why do I have... Oh, one's an apothecary and the other's a dentist. There we go. You know, let's just let it go. It's gonna figure itself out eventually, right? Right? There's no way. Where is my culture? Here, give me a second. I want to test the theory real quick. No. Load save. The game just... When am I gonna get an official Leecros Discord? Probably about the time Kiyomi releases on Steam. At least at this rate. Alright, let's just gonna let the game fast forward. It's gonna figure itself out. I'm sure. I'm sure it'll figure itself out eventually. Right? I don't think there's any Pharaoh and New Age culture bugs, is there? You want to post your incredibly scuffed factories? It cannot be. It cannot be. As much as I've built in this city, I cannot have. There's no way. Here, I'm going to try restarting the game. There's no way I only have 15 culture in this city. It's impossible. It's got to be at least 30. Did my workers get a raise and I didn't notice it? No. I mean, I can spam more temples out. That's not a big deal. Like, let's just build a whole bunch of temples, yeah? Let's build a whole bunch of extra temples. And we're also going to just, like... I don't know. Build some juggler things? Actually, you know what I might need? I might need more juggler schools. I might need more of all the entertainment producing buildings. Because I have a bunch of pavilions. Look, there's going to be so much culture in the city that there's no way it's going to be just 15. We're going to give everybody a dentist. Yeah, yep. We're going to give everybody a physician. Perfect. All right, let's see if that works. Surely it's gotta, right? A juggler for every street. A dancer for every stand. There we go.
Pharaoh smiles at your accomplishments. You have made the most of what the river and sea have to offer, defending our borders with a small but capable fleet of ships. You have also honored the nobility by providing them with tools to house their bodies.
All right, that took way longer than it probably should have. But there was something going on with the culture in that game. Also, the fact that we went through so much and, like, we only got 35 No, yeah, actually 35 is exactly what we needed. That would make a lot more sense for the culture level of this city. Not the 15 it was before. But, yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like we're going to have another choice on our hands. But I think that is going to be for next time. Hopefully we can just jump right back in and continue where we left off. We sure can. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Thanks to all of the new followers. I appreciate you all. Thank you, and until next time, happy gaming.